Welcome to 12 News at 10. I'm Gary Burton Jr. All those stories and more coming up, but first, back to John with a look at that weather. Thank you, John. Breaking news tonight, Jackson police are investigating a deadly shooting, and 12 News' Jalen Level spoke with a family friend of the victim. He has the story. Tonight, one man is dead and 3 others are in the hospital after a car crash in Yazoo County. It happened Friday night on Highway 3 when 2 cars collided. 40-year-old Roderick Williams of Yazoo City was killed in the crash, while 3 men in the other car, including 52-year-old Roderick Baker, were airlifted to UMMC with their injuries. The Mississippi Highway Patrol is now investigating the cause of the crash. And a silver alert has been issued for a missing Scott County woman. 71-year-old Glenda Webb of Forest was last seen on Friday night. She's believed to be traveling in a gray Honda Odyssey with Mississippi tags. If you have any information, please contact the Scott County Sheriff's Department. Tens of millions of dollars of federal money is headed to Mississippi. The money will help repair water infrastructure across the state, and the EPA announced that Mississippi will receive nearly $75 million to repair the state's water system. The money comes from President Biden's bipartisan infrastructure bill. Now, it's unclear how the money will be allocated, but EPA Administrator Michael Regan is calling for the money to go towards underserved communities. That's a point he emphasized when he visited Jackson last month. Meanwhile, a new report shows that more than 1 in 10 Mississippians have had illegal contaminants in their drinking water since 2018. That's according to state and federal health data. The most common contaminants were disinfection byproducts that exceeds federal limits, but other contaminants were found, including carcinogens such as arsenic and chloroform. The new data comes as a lawsuit against the city of Jackson claims that city and state leaders ignored high levels of lead in the city's tap water for more than a decade. City leaders deny those claims, and there is more information about this lawsuit on our website at WJTV.com. After winning the SWAC championship today, the Tigers have now secured their first 11-win season in program history. And today's game, it started slow, but Jackson State blew things open with a quick pair of touchdowns in the third quarter. JSU will now look to cap off their season in style at the Celebration Bowl in Atlanta, where they'll play the MEAC champions, South Carolina State. And that game will be played on Saturday, December 18th. Now, football was the main attraction at the Vet today, but you can't forget about the tailgating. During today's special edition of Sports Zone Saturday on 12 News, Kayla Thompson and Byron Brown went from tailgate to tailgate looking to see who had the best setup, and one stood out above the rest. Here's what they found. 22 years of finger-licking good ribs coming off that grill. Can't beat it. And coming up in about 10 minutes, Noah Newman will join us with full highlights from today's game. Now, just 3 days after World AIDS Day, people gathered at Smith Park in downtown Jackson today for the city's first ever AIDS Walk. Mississippi ranks in the top 10 of all 50 states for new and existing HIV infections. Free health screenings and treatments were all provided for patients today. And today in Ridgeland, Christmas was in the air at the city's annual parade. The day featured dancers, action heroes, pets, homecoming queens, and a whole lot of candy, and even Santa. And people who came to the event say that they really enjoyed themselves. Tonight on 12 News, a man is dead after a shooting at a Jackson gas station. Hear from a friend of the victim as she calls for an end to the violence. Plus, help for Jackson's water infrastructure is on the way. We'll let you know about millions of dollars headed to Mississippi, as well as a troubling new study. And we'll take you to Veterans Memorial Stadium, where the Jackson State Tigers are now officially SWAC champions for the first time since 2007.